I'm sleepy already, but I'm gonna talk to y'all until I get ready to go to sleep. I don't want to lay in the bed looking at TV, but it's a new episode of The Lord of the Rings, so I'll be watching that this evening. Which y'all, these glasses didn't have it. I gotta quit putting it off. I just keep on putting it off. That's probably why my eyes is getting worse. What had you in tears? What had you in tears? What? Auntie, why did my 2-year-old run out the house yesterday and I couldn't stop thinking of our class? No. Really? You got... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a real good movie, isn't it? Make you think, don't it? Girl, get one of them Apple tags and put it in them baby shoes or something. Get one of them Apple tags. If you know they gonna throw on their favorite shoes, tape it in there. Do whatever you gotta do. Get one of them Apple tags. Just in case. And get you a lock that's higher than they can stand on with a chair. And have somebody come drill that hole out. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, sis. Hola, hola to everybody. We back over here for a minute, I guess, until they get to acting funny again. Hey. Y'all know my fat tail went and got me some of them dumplings. Did. And deep fried them. And I know you're supposed to pan fry, baby. I threw the whole thing to oil. It was a whole mess on my thing. It was grease everywhere. I almost damn a grease fire. Baby, listen. I got 2 boxes. It's only 3 left. Just fed. It's okay. Girl was. I got the PF Chang's kind, and they had like some other off-brand. Listen, and did smack. I made some. I was like, because I might not like them. What was in them? I can tell you. I threw one of the boxes in the trash. I'm going to tell y'all the ones I got. About to show y'all. They was good, too. And I done went back and fried some more. Y'all want to know something crazy? We just talked about flies, and I had opened my window in my room. Well, I go in my bathroom, and there was a fly in there. So I ate the... Hold on. So I ate these. I ate these first. Right? I ate these first. Right? But these was better. These the PF Chang's kind, they good. But these was better. These from Target. These was better. These taste better than these. And it's only... Oh, it's 4 left. So it was 8 in one and 6 in the other one. And it's 4 left. Baby, listen. Honey, smash. These fire. I like these better than I like these. They both good, but these was better. And I deep fried mine. Yes, I did. And I need to quit doing it. I need to quit deep frying everything, but I will. I'm so happy they about to come fix all this stuff on Monday, y'all. On Monday. They coming to fix all my stuff. Hopefully they gonna rip that carpet up, get all that stuff fixed up. They gonna have to pull up this wood stuff in here in this bathroom because it was wet under there exactly like I told them. And he checked under there and it was. It's a dangerous thing. Have you a big pot? Cause I did them in a little thing, and baby, it made a whole mess. So next time I'll put them in my big pot and do it. But it made the outside crunchy, and then when you bite into it, it's still soft on the inside. Baby, it was good to me. You hear me? Really good. So I just watched a video that made me sad. And I know we already have all pretty much heard about it, but it still makes me really, really sad. Good evening, everybody. Auntie, Michael, nephew, everybody. Miss Brown Rose. Y'all see what they talking about with these Trump supporters? The crazy ones, not the regular people. Y'all seen it? Let me go get my phone. I need to make me some coffee, but I'll do it here in a minute. Y'all, my room stinks. Oh, I want them to hurry up and rip that crap out. I need them to. Every other room in my house smell good except for my room, which is the only room I be in. I'm gonna let him tell y'all. Seriously? Oh, man. Did I not save it? Or was I under a different thing? What the heck? Hold on, y'all. This switching back and forth from account to account be irritating the out of me. Oh, I can't even do it on this one. I can't even show y'all. But anyway, there's a creator, because it's not on, all of these devices are not connected like that. And I would have to get off of this one, and it's on TikTok. So basically, there's a guy that came out, and he said that the crazy Trump supporters, not the regular ones, but the crazy people, they didn't say no matter either way it go, they about to cut up. Y'all hear me? But the real one. Now. But the real ones. Now. If you don't have... now. Now. They said either way they go, they laying some folks down, babe, for good. If you ain't got what you need, you better get it now. Now. Like you got less than a month. You hear me? They ain't hanging them niggas for nothing. They letting y'all know what it's gonna be. And even though we got these young crash out dudes, they're not strategizing. They ain't never hunted nobody. They ain't been laid. Well, they have, but not in the way that we need them to be able to. He said these folks that said either way it go. He said he done lost a whole bunch of followers because he's white. He said he done lost all kind of followers because he telling us what's really going on. Y'all better get y'all stuff. Go on and do your application for your permit if you got to have one, whatever it is, And even if you can't get that, but you need to have one of them good old grandma things in the house that our grandpas used to have when they was telling a nigga to get off their yard. One of them. Is you listening? Folks. Folks. It ain't that I ain't talking to everybody, but everybody's life ain't in danger. Folks. Get your stuff. I don't care if you got to get you a hunting something for the house, baby. Get your stuff. You got a month. Some places let you put it on layaway till you pay it off, honey. Hey, do not wait. Cause they saying either way it go, they about to cut up. If it fall in the favor that they want, and if it fall in the favor that it don't, they already talking about folks is gonna be asleep for a long time, never getting back up. So y'all better get y'all stuff. Which is sad that we even got to talk about this. Yeah, the election is next month, baby. We got 1 month, a month and a half, a month and a week. And they already showing out. Because how nobody seen y'all stringing up nobody from no tree? Good evening, family. Got my sister Gal and her little crumb snatchers to play along with her. Pretty cool. Yeah, it does take 3 days. I know. I'm just saying, go on and get your checks and stuff now. You can go to the pawn shop or wherever they got them at and do your check. It's good for 30 days. So even if you go and have your background check run right now, tomorrow, the next day, that's good for 30 days. They not letting you comment. Well, just be careful what you type because y'all know they in here. I need coffee. Give me a second, y'all. Let me make some coffee. I saw that. I said, this ain't good. He said he done lost a whole bunch of followers. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah. Hey, it's gonna come down to who got together as people to protect each other, right? Right? I'm gonna say is you need to have something. Real talk, we just had a 3K gathering at a local restaurant today. Folks are high interesting. I don't know what that is. Oh, a 3K gathering. Oh, really? Hey, right, right, nephew. I didn't think about it. It went right over my. I'm like 3K. Oh, 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 the 3,000 people. Got it, got it, got it. Here in your city. Wow. Family. I'm like, what? What? Oh, okay. It makes me sad that we even have to talk about this because there's so much unity in our community. Don't y'all wish like the world was like our community? Do y'all wish the world was like our community? I wish the world was like our community. For real. I really, really do. I wish the world could be like our community. Care about other people, don't matter what their skin color is, don't matter what their ethnic background or their financial situation. I just wish the world could be like our community over here. Right. They put all our schools on lockdown today for threats. Interesting. So I saw something in St. Louis, and some people probably gonna be mad at me, but I don't care. So a little black boy got on live and tagged his school, and he had a whole bunch of guns and stuff. Right? So they arrested him. Interesting. You know, Levi, I was getting ready to say something about them, and then you came right in here because right after that, I was going to say we need these people, but we already got something in here. Because my daddy loves us a lot, and two, please tell us what we need to be on. Please and thank you. That's probably what, if it's not about the 3K meeting, it's about the, yeah, it's probably about that stuff we just talked about right before that. Because stuff is coming down through the pipeline. Right. But anyway, let me tell y'all this. So the little black boy gets arrested before he does anything. But the FBI talked to this other little boy from a couple weeks ago, knew he was a high risk, and did nothing. Y'all hear me? The little black boy tagged his school. They arrested him. But the FBI knew about this little white boy and they did absolutely nothing. It amazes me, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care who get mad. Black folks, before they can even commit a crime, will be arrested. They about to execute in the state that I'm in a man that is innocent, but guilty people, as long as your skin is pasty and ashy, you can go free. They get you cheeseburgers when you done killed people and everything. Them nuts. Oh, you want to stop? I know you just unalived 7 kids, but is you hungry? Baby, we'll be in jail for a week and don't get no food. That don't make no sense to me. And his mom called and warned the school to top it off, and they didn't check. But this little boy didn't do nothing. I ain't saying he right either, but how is it that he's already getting charges pressed on him, and y'all gotta try to figure out if y'all go. These niggas walked up to the school with an AK in the school and unalived people, and y'all treating them nice. But the little black boy, he ain't even did nothing yet, and he's already charged. Interesting to me. My state is about to do that to a man tonight, and a witness came forth and said they lied. Oh, I know. Ain't nothing changed, y'all, as far as that goes. A black person is always gonna be guilty until proven innocent, and even if they proven innocent, they still guilty. And hate to say it, white folks is innocent from the start, and that's a true statement in the legal community. It is what it is. Because how is it that the FBI had eyes on this boy, but he was able to walk into school with this pew pew and go and do what he was going to do? But this little boy just posted on Facebook or wherever he was at, and they already charging him. Oh, I already know. See, they think we are ancestors, girl. They do not know. We do not give two damns about none of that. We all gonna lay down. Everybody gonna go night-night. Everybody. We are not our ancestors. We is not the people from the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, the 10s, baby. We not them. We are not them, honey. I'm trying to tell you, we not them. We are not them. Won't be no boy and gals around here, honey. None of that. Absolutely not. You'll not call me gal or eager bee. We're not doing any of that. Get the piss slapped out your mouth. We won't be doing any of that. And I'm gonna tell them, how dare you disrespect your mama like that? You don't ever talk to your mother like that. You want another backhand? You want another one? Wow. Don't you ever talk to your mama like that. I ain't playing. Baby, listen. This is not back in the day. So tell y'all cousins and stuff, listen. And this is the crazy thing. And I hate to say this because I got to stand up when I say it. It's more black people than it is white people in this country. It's more ethnic people all together than it is white folks. I don't know why y'all keep doing that crazy stuff. Because if the Mexicans and everybody else link up, y'all hit. Shoot you and your damn horse. Hell. Y'all better quit playing like y'all just got these numbers, babe. And these young niggas got switches. Y'all, it's crazy. It's nuts that y'all think folks is just about to let y'all do whatever. Y'all gotta catch us. Like my mama said, they better catch us on our own. You better not try to do it in no damn numbers, because folks gonna be laid the hell down. Ain't nobody letting you hurt our kids. We not letting y'all do that. We not letting y'all hurt our neighbors' kids. We're not doing any of that. Do you understand? So y'all better talk to your grandmas and uncles and cousins, because this is not 50 years ago. This ain't 20 years ago. Hell, this ain't even 10 years ago. And folks will lay down in behind what they believe. Y'all better get to your grandmas and granddaddies and whoever else. In real life. Yeah, they say right. But it's more of us than it is them. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. Right. But you're going to need more than that, Diane. I'm telling you what it is. The power is the power that they assume they have, they don't. Baby, it might come down to that too, because they teaching their kids to hate, period. You ain't never seen the kids over there they'll strap a bomb to themselves in the other countries. They be 8 and 10 years old, and the soldiers have had to shoot them because they knew that little kid. People see a kid and they think, oh. You said it's not a us versus them. That's a lie they're pushing. Who? What are you talking about? It definitely is a us versus them. And we not talking about the regular white folks that got some sense. We talking about the idiots that think that we about to go back into slavery and just be calling niggas massa and stuff. It's definitely a us versus them. I'm not talking about the regular white people that got sense. I'm talking about the other ones that think they about to get away with calling somebody a nigga and don't get piss slapped out their mouth. It definitely is. Because they want to cause hurt to people that haven't done anything to them. Of course it is. Not realizing that if we get off the planet, they not going to live long. Black folks leave. This planet is hit, babe. For real. Because a lot of the blood, when you go to the hospitals and all of that, it be ours that be saving lives. The organs, ours. In real life, we not gonna fake and not talk about it, ours. I know 2025, but this is the thing though. Revelations is coming to pass, and this is what people don't believe. Tell me Revelations ain't coming to pass. It says some of y'all gonna be taken prisoner. It's not a color thing, Steve, it is. They not killing nobody but niggas. This is what they talking about. They're not gonna be shooting other white people. So what do you mean it's not about color? Of course it is. They're not saying, oh, we're gonna kill every white person that voted for. No, they saying we unaliving niggas on sight. That's color, babe. I'm sorry you don't want to believe that, but they're literally putting the videos on the internet saying it don't matter which way it go. We don't care if Trump win, we got to go, and if he don't, we got to go. It very well is a color thing, and it don't color don't matter here. We don't care about color over here. We don't care about your gender, whatever. We don't care about none of that. But outside of this community, oh yeah, it is. It definitely is, because they're not saying they're gonna kill. They're not saying they're gonna kill other white people. They're not saying that. They're saying they're gonna kill black people. Period. They didn't mention no other race. They didn't even say Spanish, Asian. They said blacks. So yeah, hate to say it, but it is. It definitely is. That part. Hate to say it, it's a color thing. And they keep making it that. They said, and the mixed kids too? Oh, okay, well, here you go. That's black. I mean, mixed is black. We're not going to sit and play like we can't see. Our eyes is open to, and we talk about all the ugly issues over here. Don't make us love nobody no less. We got plenty of white folks, plenty of Spanish folks, plenty of Asian. We got everybody over here. But we got to talk about what's being said. They're not talking about attacking everybody else. They're only talking about attacking people that don't give a damn if they even breathing. That's the crazy thing. We could care. Can I say this? And some folks don't get mad. White folks, why do people be so worried about black people? We do not even care. And I'm going to say this, and this ain't to offend none of my white family, but it's been on my chest. I notice how happy the white people online get. Like if they're dancing or something and they're getting hyped up by the black community, they absolutely love it because we paying attention. But if we try to ignore y'all family members, they be irritated. But y'all swear we lower than y'all, but why y'all be on all our stuff? You do not see black folks just bothering white people for no reason. We mind our black business. We do. I'm being honest. Dev, the creator or whatever his name is, took his stuff and ran with it. Everything. The little chick that's throwing up the tail back, they telling her she thick. So excited because the black folks is paying attention. But if we don't give y'all no attention, it's a whole different thing for us. That's not okay. That's not okay. It's not. It has always been a colored thing. They've been hating us for over 400 years. It's crazy. And we talk about the real issues over here. So if you don't like, you want to dance around them, you're going to hate it here because we don't dance around nothing. We talk about everything that's real. And most of us love on and accept everyone of color. And do. And it ain't because we forced to, because we could be just as prejudiced if we wanted to. I got some family members that, honey, they'll call you a hunky in a minute. Redneck, a whole bunch of other not nice names. But I grew up, I didn't grow up hearing white. Do you hear me? So as easily as nigga fall off your tongue, hunky do too. And the P word falls off just as easily. But we ain't walking around calling folks P Woods. Look at that old P Wood. We not saying that. We don't say, P Wood, what you doing in here? Why you over here in our neighborhood? P Wood. P Wood, why do you got these braids in your hair, P Wood? You don't hear that from us. But our babies can't even go to school without getting called a nigger, even by their teachers. A peck of wood. Y'all know the word. Stop it. Y'all know. That's what white folks was referred to when I was coming up in the state that I lived in, baby. So the slurs can go both ways. You said it still is. That's how they white folks was referred to around. It wasn't no, oh, that's a white person. They called you a H or a P, and that was it. But you don't ever hear me saying those names. I don't see a little white kid and think to call them that. Just because I know it'll make you mad. Or Neanderthal. Degenerate. Because anything far away from black is a light eyes, degenerate. Light skin, degenerate. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? These are not words that we say. So the fact that people just let these words roll out of their tongue and call our babies this and want to hurt our babies that ain't never did nothing to you, ain't going down there to mama's house because old Uncle Larry came down there and touched on your daughter. You didn't do nothing about that. You all know that Uncle Eddie's been getting around at the family. You didn't go string him up. And let's not forget the Methanies and whoever else that's running through your, stealing your stuff. You will hurt people that ain't did nothing to you. It's not okay. Oh, I already know, girl. I lived on the West Coast. I know. Could what I'm hearing be a sicko puppet master just trying to orchestrate riots between races? Come on. Your friends call people niggers too. You know they do. And family members. See, we don't sugarcoat over here. We got people in here that got racist family members. They do. And they tell us, this is something I heard all the time. We gonna talk about it. There's a man that's getting ready to be executed in this state right now, and he's innocent. There are men that are police officers that killed somebody on camera and it was justified and they was wrong, shooting people in the back that wasn't doing nothing to them, little kids, everything. No, it's not about color. This has been building, and this is the problem is they being caught. Just like we got all these folks on this here internet calling folks niggas, and then once they lose their job and all of that, it's, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Well, what other way can you call a person a nigga? Now you just too common at saying it, and you caught. The internet is letting everybody's racist stuff be out. Period. Folks is getting caught. Because if you say, okay, prime example, when y'all hear me slip and say shit, you know I say it more than once. I didn't just say it right now. If I have to stop myself, that means I'm comfortable saying it. So if nigger rolls off your tongue that easily, you're used to saying it. Period. Because my kids have been called a nigger by their teachers. The person that's supposed to be. So do you think I'm going to think you're going to teach my baby right and you will call them a nigger to their face? I don't. Or to you people. I don't like you people. Who gives a damn? We don't be bothering y'all. Now, we'd be wrong if we start collecting tongues. I'm trying to tell you. But when you call them out, we're aggressive. Come on now. We gonna talk about it. And I got white people in my family. So, there we go. Before y'all say anything, I got white folks all in my family. So, and white friends. There we go. And I talk to them about the same thing I'm talking to y'all about. Your godson goes through so much, makes me angry. They are so ignorant. Exactly. But it's when you don't check your friends and your family members. Yes, my teacher said you people to me in middle school. Oh, yeah, I already know. Because we're always pulling the race card. Yet we the ones. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. So to know that these fools is talking about hurting people that haven't did nothing to them, you that shows savagery. You can't tell me that white is the standard, and I'm tired of hearing it, if it's mostly the white people that be cutting up and doing heinous things. I'm not saying black people don't, but how many black kids is running up in schools unaliving 10, 12 people? How many? How many of the school shooters have been black? How many of the school shooters have been Asian? How many of the school shooters have been Mexican or of Spanish descent? How many? Yet our babies can be playing in the street and lose their lives by the person that is supposed to protect them. It's not okay. Right. Hugh Man, the colored man. I'm in Chicago, and I went to live with his dad. Mom went to live with his dad in a predominantly white suburb. I told him, and his dad, if someone calls him a nigga, I'm not going to be the turn. Listen. And the fact that they are still having blackface parties, and now on a recent video that was captured, had the audacity to have a Floyd party chanting, "We can't breathe." No, you are kidding me. Are you freaking serious? Are you serious, Mari? Charles, I hear you, honey, but it's not a lot of white kids being killed by the police. I'm going to need you to stop right now, please. There are black cops, when they kill people, they don't get off. Black cops, when they try to be a part of the good old boy, honey, they be in the jailhouse. I ain't seen not one or two, maybe two, that got acquitted of unaliving somebody. The black cops still go to jail or lose their jobs. They don't get no administrative pay, baby. They locks them up. I know this. Listen. To be honest, that's why we took our kids out of school to online and homeschool. Come on. We're not going to talk about it. They don't get acquitted. They go to jail. This is definitely a color thing all the way through. Sorry. And I got family in law enforcement. They still getting called niggas by their bosses. Yes, this happens. Very, very few black cops get off if they shoot and kill somebody. They do not get to walk free like that, honey. They still a nigga and they gonna go to jail. Period. 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 Yeah, I know. We not gonna sugarcoat over nothing over here. We talk about all the ugly. Do we not talk about all the ugly? It don't matter if it's white, black, Asian. We talk about all the ugly. Everything ugly. We talk about it here. I literally saw today while working a cop have his gun drawn on a black man walking away today while we were live. Wow. I know this to be true because white men can run at them with a knife and they won't shoot them. They will chase after the white man with a gun, but a nigga could be walking and have their hands up and they still get shot. This is a reality. I had to immediately start praying for the sparing of his life. Come on, and recording. We got to talk about it. Because you wouldn't understand unless you had to worry about your sons and your daughters. You wouldn't understand unless you had to worry about somebody killing your baby's self-esteem that's supposed to be building them up for tomorrow. When your kindergartner come home and say, my teacher don't like me, and my teacher thinks I'm ugly, and my teacher cut my hair. How many times you seen a teacher cut a little white girl's hair at school? But they'll cut our baby's hair like what is wrong with you? Never seen them cut little Sally's hair or Susie's hair, not ever in life. They dislocated your son's shoulder? Girl. My son has been conditioned on how to act when driving, so it makes... So come on. Come on. Come on. All of that. We should not have to tell our kids to be scared of the police. These are the people that we pay our taxes to protect them. But I knew it was something. I told y'all about my story. Ask a white cop, is he pulling me over because I'm black? He told me yes. Cop and judge laughed at me in court. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And so those that want to hear it, you ignoring it ain't gonna help it none. You need to talk to your people. And this is how you know that this idiot with the orange hair, have y'all noticed he keeps saying the 2 words online? Do y'all know the 2 words the orange dude keeps saying online? The only person walking around looking like an Orange Charles. Y'all know the 2 B words he keeps saying online? Y'all ain't picked it up in all his little rhetoric he be spewing? Oh, bloodbath. I done picked it up and I don't even watch the debates, but I done seen several things he keep talking about. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Y'all don't think that's going in them crazy folks' ears and they was wearing a thing over they... Come on. And people like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. This nigga keeps saying blood. It's gonna be a bloodbath over and over. And now they hanging niggas from trees. Why you think they said either way it go, it's gonna be a bloodbath? So this is why I said, if you don't have the real thing, you better hurry up before November. Two wings of the same bird, but black folks is not talking about if Kamala Harris don't win, we gonna go out and unalive people. I get it. But y'all missing what's happening. These people are getting online, and there are white folks that is getting on here saying, y'all need to be ready. It's about to get scary. You think they just on here saying that? They're losing followers telling us because they actually care about people and it's not just about color. You need to listen. This man keeps saying bloodbath, 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 bloodbath. He ain't saying that for no reason. He is not saying that for no reason, y'all. And now these people are saying, either way it go, we're going to cut up. Come on. Protect your house. He said that they going to come house to house, baby. I pray that's not the case. He been saying that for quite some time now. I get chills every time I hear him say it. Me too. People have overthrown militaries, baby. They are not. Back when I was pregnant, I had a nightmare that there was a group of people going house to house. Listen. If you don't have nothing to protect your house, if your children that are of age don't have a permit, they need to get one soon. And the fact that they gave many of the ones that ran in the White House a slap on the wrist is appalling, and they didn't do nothing but regroup. They regrouped. Also, the white prepper community keeps saying that they're preparing for unrest, and they have a countdown. I'm trying to tell you. So the fact that people was walking around with rosy colored glasses on is crazy. And like I said, over here we love everybody. We are not racist over here. We love everybody. But outside of our community, it's not a lot of that. And I'm not saying we the only community, but I'm saying, for real, this be a very rare occasion. That it's all of us in here and we move the way that we do. Texas doesn't require a permit. Go to your local academy or Walmart. Thank you, Pumpkin. I'm just saying, because black folks, dang near, we need a permit, girl. You hear me? Because it could be an open carry state and we still be in some, they be weird. You know, so that just gives you a, because they didn't, the one dude that they killed back in 2016 or whatever, 2017, 18, whatever, he had his permit and they still unalived him. The same gun laws that are in Texas are basically in Oklahoma and Arkansas. A sheriff can't remember what state told people to take addresses down for those VP signs in their yard. Wow. I'm in Mississippi, which is an open carrying state, but you better have a permit regardless. That part. That part. Because you have the right to protect your family and you have the right to protect yourself. Just remember that. So you have a right to bear arms. So just remember that. Remember that. Because there's people out here that want to alive us just because we got more melanin in them, haters. I did not choose this. It's excellent. I didn't choose this. It chose me, babe. The game chose me. You hear me? I did not choose this beautiful caramel skin I'm in. I didn't choose it. It chose me. Yeah. I did not choose this. It chose me. Philando Castile. That was his name. Yep. And wasn't he like a school teacher or something? Man, because I got more melanin than you. That's stupid. So you want to unalive me? That ain't going to help you none. Still ain't going to get you no more melanin, hun. And I'm talking crazy, but I'm serious. And y'all know I love everybody. It ain't no, but I can't be, if you don't like me, I have to protect myself against you. And that don't matter what skin color you is. Do you understand? But it's ugly that people want to unalive people just because they black. That's not okay. I can see if that person did something to you. I can see if they hurt somebody in your family. I can see if they try to set your house on fire, something. But you just want to unalive a person because of color. That says a lot about you as a person and your parents. But you know what, I know this, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to offend nobody, but if it do, it do. When you feel inferior to somebody, you always trying to knock them off the block. You ever seen an understudy? Did you hear what I said? When you feel inferior, you are always trying to knock that person because you want the light that they have. Because anybody that I'm not even paying attention to you. But if you feel inferior to a person, you're always looking. You always looking to try to knock them out the way. So it says a lot. Because if you was superior, you wouldn't even be worried. You hear me? It's only the people that feel inferior that want to be trying to move somebody out the way. I don't got to move nobody out the way. I'm just in my own lane. I create that for myself. I don't have to scream I'm superior. I just am. That was ugly, Circa. Take it back. I take it back. And I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm just saying, like, I'm definitely not worried about nobody that's inferior to me. At all. I'm not. I'm not in their business. I'm not worried about what they doing or nothing. I could care less. Only time you gotta keep screaming you superior is when you know you inferior. And I'll be right back. Y'all think about that, and then we'll get to what we're gonna get to. Now that we've had that portion of class, let's move on. So, white mamas and daddies with mixed kids, protect your babies. Because they coming for your babies too. Because they mad at you because you breeded with a black person or whoever. And people are like, let's not talk about it. No, let's, because people's lives are in danger. You said, yep, that's my son. Okay. Okay. How many of y'all got mixed kids? Democrats have been trying to change the Constitution for years to abolish the Second Amendment. So why? Charles, do you want to argue? If this makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to be here for this conversation, honey. I'm trying to tell you. You talking about whatever is going on. I'm telling you what's happening right now. You got to listen, honey. You talking to a black woman that has lived in this body for almost 45 years. I have a black son, and I have 3 black daughters, a grandson and 2 granddaughters. I have seen my brothers and people. No, I don't vote. I don't vote either way. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about voting. We're talking about either way, whoever becomes the president, black people are going to lose their lives. That's what we're talking about. People that ain't did nothing to nobody. I know they're cousins. They in the bed together. You got to stay around for a little bit. You missing what I'm saying. It's going over. I need you to pay attention. There are people's lives that are in danger. Come a month and a half from now. Either way it goes. Yes, I don't even vote. I don't care either way because they're all on the same team. What I'm telling you is They're saying, no, they're saying if Kamala wins, they not going to be under a black president, so they just going to start unaliving people. And if Trump wins, that gives them the go-ahead to do whatever they want. And I can't say that I care about people and not put this information out there, because I have a black son. I have black children. I have black son-in-laws. I got black nephews and nieces. Black grandkids. That's not funny to me. And my daughters live in one of the most racist states on the planet, next to the one I'm in right now. It's a lot of people that didn't know this, and they might was going to wait till the first of the year, but that might not be safe for them to do. It's white folks in here that don't got white kids. Right. But you got mixed grandkids. And I don't know, if you had mixed grandkids or whatever, would you want somebody just walking up to them and shooting your grandkid because of the color of their skin? This is what we're looking at. And it's white people that we work with or that we live around that we the first one they want to get rid of. And we done ate at their house and everything. Closeted racism is a thing. It's men that are married to black women or that whole white women. And I know this because I got plenty of friends that got mixed kids, and they'll call them a nigga in a minute in a not good way. They are racist against their own spouse. You said, here's one right here. Okay. I'm serious. Yeah. Fetishize us. Ooh, black women. Ooh, black men. They're the forbidden fruit. But then treat us like, when you get us, calling us niggas to our faces. I've had it. Listen, I dated an Italian guy when I was 17. And the only reason I couldn't get with him is because he always, whenever we was around black dudes, he used to act crazy. Well, if you from the hood, why you acting like this? It's crazy that you say that, because I got a notification about the Speaker of the Illinois House stating that they think there is racism in America. Oh, okay. That part. You said I had to put her in her place and acquit. Oh. She didn't hit you with the hard ER, did she? Mr. Avery. Is you kin to Suge? I'ma be single for life. I'ma be single for life. I'ma be single for life. Here they go. Y'all, they done blocked me again. Somebody mad about that? Y'all, going back to Tat now. Why is we blocked again? I'm so sick of them. Petty. They gotta do better. Interesting. We back over here. Y'all know where we at. We is not worried about it. We ain't worried about it. Listen, it was probably a person in here mad that we know they playing. Y'all, we on Time Not Place. Quit playing. How we just got back on today? We just got back on. I told y'all they don't be wanting to know it. Uh-huh. Girl, they blocked us again. Oh, well. Folks don't want to talk about it. They blocked us again for another 7 days. And we about to start another one. I'm not worried about it. I actually have another one. I don't think we got enough followers on that one, though. Oh, man. I don't even remember the email to that one. Listen. People, listen. Ain't that crazy? Whenever we start talking about the truth, I got to remember the dang login. Whenever we start talking about the truth, I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. I'm not worried about it, y'all, because this is the thing. It's what we talking about is real. It was literally got people saying, nope, I've lived it. Somebody realized who they was today. They do, sweet sauce. Somebody realized that they was a racist person today. I'm not worried about it. The truth hurt, and you're going to deal with it one way or another. Period. Yeah. Listen, because this is the thing. They don't like the truth. Jamila, you said it. I ain't sad about it. We doing what we doing. That's why we got this place. It is what it is. But a lot of people don't want to know the truth. Do you hear me? We got blocked. We was back on our page. Girl, they done got rid of us already. Let's see. Let's see why they say we can't. It says misinformation. There you go. See it? Listen, it's some folks that don't want y'all to know what's going on. Period. And that's why they keep blocking me and blocking me. They really don't like me. No, they don't. They haven't liked me since after I stopped talking about the Giants and start talking about the other real stuff. We gonna talk about it over here, though. Period. I'm not worried about it, y'all. I'm not worried about it at all. I told y'all. You said you can't say my name either? What you mean you can't say my name? On your videos? Nephew, you hear that? Y'all see my... This one I don't wear shirts. I told y'all. Y'all think I be playing? Do y'all believe they over here now? Do y'all? They muted my duet with you on the Giants video. Uh-huh. I hope y'all believe me now. I done already seen a few black cars around my house that shouldn't be here. I've been here a very long time. And I never used to see them, and now I see them all the time. No markings, but you can see the lights in the back. I'm not crazy. I used to be in the real hood. We know what cars don't belong now. You heard me? We know what cars don't belong. And for the past probably 2 months, I'm like, that's interesting. Not crazy. So I didn't tell y'all what was going on with our trash. Did I tell y'all? Remember we was talking about the trash, the trash, the trash, the trash, the trash. Remember? I was saying the other day, I was like, you gotta. For a minute, they keep saying the compactor's broke. So they're collecting all of the trash in a bin that gets taken somewhere. Instead of the trash being compacted and sent, they've been having the dumpster come and somebody come pick it up. Yeah, I already peeped it. I'm like, okay. Okay. Listen, I know what all of this means. Y'all looking for some specific stuff, baby. I know what's going on around here. Ain't nobody stupid. This is after the light, the cameras. I've been trying to tell y'all this whole time. That's why I don't do too much moving around. Mm-mm. And from what I hear, that doesn't happen. I know it didn't happen the first 2 years I was here. What y'all think? How many people in the country, out of the country, have bought the things that I asked y'all to get? How many people that are not in the United States? And I know it might not be a lot of y'all in here today because we keep getting blocked from our page. Huh? How many people around the world, they know exactly what class you were in? I'm trying to tell y'all something. They read every comment. Every single one of them. If the plan is to catch people off guard, around the world, I keep telling y'all, they was trying to figure out in 22 how we knew. No? Didn't I say this to y'all? Huh? Days, weeks, or months before. Now, sometimes years. Y'all don't think they pay attention to that? Buying trends. Y'all don't think they paid attention when we went and bought all of those wood burning stoves and propane stoves, water filtration straws? Y'all wasn't just buying 200 in a day. If they had 10,000, 10,000 was purchased, if not more. Because y'all wasn't just buying from Amazon. Y'all was going to Walmart. Y'all was going to this place and that place and blah, 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 blah. Lava rocks. all of this dehydrated food all of a sudden, and they really hadn't started making the food go bad just yet. Remember? The food was still good, but we started buying food before they started making the food go bad. We bought milk before all the baby milk got bad. We bought powdered milk before they snatched all the Enfamil and all of that. Then the cow milk, but we had already bought that. We bought canned meat, canned vegetables, and then boom, the meat was bad. Then the vegetables was bad. Then we had already stored up on the fruits, and then that went bad. Then the water, eggs. No? How many people done been on a blackout since you bought these? I don't care if it was for a day. They have a switch. They have switches from money to chips. They have been able to collect all this data entry. Yep. You 3 times. You, all of y'all. Well, not all, but dry eggs on sale at Patriot Supply, 3 pounds for $1.19. Thank you, sweets. Do you feel like there's been more power outages than the previous 3 years or 10 years? Okay. Okay. And y'all really think God let us get together at this time for nothing? Thank you. Huh? Y'all really think he let us meet in February of 22 for nothing? And a lot of the stuff really started happening in March and April. Somebody ran into a light pole outside and caused an outage. Okay. I thank God for God. It don't have nothing to do with me. Because I didn't even want to be over here. And I thought this was only going to be 6 months. I didn't know I was going to have to be dealing with y'all for this long. Normally, God give me a good 6 months with the people. And then they get to go on. And I might have to talk to them on the phone. But I ain't got to talk to them every day. This has been a lot of work. Did you hear Putin is going to send up nuclear weapons into the sky so no people would be hurt? What? I didn't. You said that video got me on this app. Listen, I'm just saying I didn't even want to be over here with y'all. I didn't even know I was going to have to be dealing with y'all for this long. I didn't even know. I thought for sure 6 months he's going to have me. I keep telling y'all, sweaty armpits and all. I didn't. Y'all want me to lie or tell the truth? So y'all get to tell me about how y'all left and came back and all of this, but I can't tell y'all my feelings. I didn't think he don't let me stay in stuff this long. That's how I knew it was something once we made it to a year. And I said, oh, he'll probably give me a year and a half. I take life in about 3 to 6 month increments, no more. But I grow to love y'all over time. I didn't love y'all at first either. Not all the way. Y'all didn't love me either. Because y'all left and came back. Y'all want the truth or y'all want to lie? We grew to love each other. Jen said, I never left. We grew to love each other. Didn't we? Y'all don't like me all the days, and I don't like y'all all the days. I love y'all every day, but I don't like y'all some of these days, and y'all don't like me. We gonna tell the truth around here. I know when y'all got an attitude. I can feel it. Oh, you said fine. I do. Y'all ain't just learned me, even though I can't see all of y'all individual faces. I've learned y'all through how y'all type and what y'all do. And if you don't type nothing and all of this, I pay attention still. You said I don't say much on here, but I be in here. That part. I know when y'all rebelling and got an attitude. I'll be back tomorrow and so are you. Like, get over it. If we in a relationship, you ain't going nowhere. You'll be back. Go on and get you a little something, whatever you need, and get just, as my mama said, scratch your butt and get glad. That's what my mama say. Well, you mad good. Scratch your butt and get glad. Because don't nobody care. You'll be here tomorrow. Is it bad that I ain't never been mad at you, but I'll be mad at myself if need be? Oh, honey, well then you just ain't been here on the right day. But listen, you just ain't been here on the right day. Auntie will probably catch you one day and you'll be questioning your love for me for about a week. They all done did it. All of them. Oh, I just been working. No, I pissed y'all. No, you been busting my head, but you be right. Oh, okay. You might be one of the ones that can just go on and take it. Not everybody. Some people don't be offended by me. There's been a very few, but some people don't be offended. They just know. They just do. But I know how y'all do. You said and do. Ma'am, don't do us because we talk trash and then see you tomorrow comes out our mouth. Right. Right. Exactly. My point. My point right there. My twin son is a Pisces. My late husband's Pisces. You said, I know y'all. That part. You said stop throwing rocks. Y'all throw them at me all the time with y'all slick jabs. Every day. You tried my throat. I cried and knew it was for my good. It was. And look what's going on. You said now we are like, okay, but you're coming back tomorrow, right? Uh-huh. See how that work out? You see how that work out? You see it? Yeah, you'll be mad, but you'll be back. Because this is the thing. I don't abuse people. But some people, they say they love you, but they not going to tell you the real. You sure do be having me in tears sometimes, but that's neither here or there. See, that's the jazz I was talking about right there, Monty. Right there. Y'all hear? See, that's what I be talking about. You see that? You sure do be having me in tears, but that's neither here nor there. See, that's a jam right there. Until you got me thinking, I wonder if the class on our license is them putting, of course, all of that. It's the pregnancy emotions. Don't be raggedy and try to leave us. You know what? That part. No, I'm just saying, okay, because, okay. Not trying to be funny. But we have all followed people that we don't follow no more. And they just kind of drift out of our life. It's people that was here that's not here no more. Right? But you want to know what's different between our community and a lot of other communities? Who want to know what's different? You said if you didn't care, you wouldn't drop kickers and don't. It's a lot of the books that we send out sitting in people's house. Thousands. You can't forget us. Because a complete stranger blessed you with something and you didn't have to do nothing for it but ask. Those people are not easy to forget. People that give you something and you didn't have to do nothing for it, it's hard to forget them. You didn't have to hustle them. They just offered it to you. Yes or no? All the information here is free. You don't have to pay to be in this encouraging class. You don't have to pay to get what we do here to learn survival. You don't have to pay for nothing. Except for like our journal that we did, but that was just to help more people. That's all that money was for. This is a valuable space. It is. And some people, when they first come in, it's abrasive to them because they're so used to people playing in their face. But we love you enough here to tell you the truth. And you don't get to live in your world with the rosy colored glasses. You have to see the world for what it really is. This is why we just got back on and we blocked off in an hour. Because when you offend or you break open that seal to a person's fake life that they created in their mind, it offends them. That part. That part. It is. Do you hear me? How many of y'all got y'all reality shook up a little bit when you came here? Be honest. Look at I gotta go change my shirt. This is why I don't wear shirts. Y'all wonder why I always got a tank top on? This is why. Because I'm going through menopause. So if y'all ever went, CERCA, I always got a tank top. And do, because who want to lift up their arms and see this? Not me. And I don't like feeling cold and wet. Y'all see all that? That's stupid. About to go change my shirt. I call that the Lord's butcher knife. You know what? I was shook up for sure. You was. Mm-hmm. Who thought you was a real nice person and figured out you wasn't? Thought you was on your way to heaven, found out you wasn't. So like my nephew said, I wake up in those sweaty marks on my chest every morning. Listen, I can't do it. That's why I can't. You said, and again. Uh-huh. Now, can I ask you a question in real life? How long had you been around most people that was telling you was fine? Telling you that you know you're a good person so you don't have to worry about it. Telling you that, oh, there's no way you could go to hell. Just ask God to forgive you and it's okay. You said too dang long. Okay. You had to clean up that part. All my life, yep. All my life, too many. All my life, ooh, all my life, keep almost 60 years. My whole life, pretty much. My whole life until now. All my life. All my life. I had people lie. You said just lie. Come on now. Dang. Yeah, a lot of people in delusion. And they don't like when you interrupt that. You taught me even better how to snatch them ball. You know what, nephew? Why you gotta do that? So Queen ain't here, so you just gonna go on and take her space? Get your nephew. He said, yep, you taught me how to be even better at snatching them ball. Don't even worry about it, auntie. I'm on it. Nephew. And Will. Good job, nephew. It worked. They'll rather be comfortable with a lie. Oh my goodness. Girl, you just made me pull all the carpet up with my feet. You said snatch and bop and snatch and bop. Snatch and bop. Snatch and bop. You said it. But you gotta bop them in the eye so they can see, and then bop them in the ear so they can hear, and then hit them in the mouth so they don't say nothing stupid. Like what's that? Whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole. You gotta whack-a-mole them. So the 100 is the eye because they need to see. The 50 is the ear. And it's 150 on their mouth. Just whack them. Hit them like whack-a-mole. Snatch and whack. You heard me? Go on and get it. Get them. Head busters for the Lord. I told y'all. I love that. He says snatch and bop. Snatch and bop, honey. And Will. And Will. Don't get me excited. Let me go change my shirt before I be. Hold on. Because you done got me excited. You done got me excited now. It's probably some people that thought I didn't like white people. Y'all think that's what they thought? Now y'all see why I always got on what happened? Y'all think they probably thought I didn't like white folks? Is that what y'all think they thought? I know they did. But how many of the white people in here understand why I had to say what I had to say? Do you hear me? It's important. People didn't think I should be warning y'all about the food going bad or nothing. They was like, why you just don't let people find out on their own? I said, if a tragedy was coming, would you want somebody to wait until you found out? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm going to go on in for surgery, nephew. You can't cut out part of the infection and think the body is going to heal. You got to get it all out. If you ain't noticed, they call me when it's I told you what my name mean now, didn't I? I'm the surgeon, the specialist. My mama always wanted me to be a doctor, and I am. A doctor on humans. Not physically, but definitely spiritually. There are some things, if you don't nip it in the bud right away, it's going to fester and it's going to spread. Yes or no? We got to cut it out. We got to burn it out and then put you on a strong antibiotic and keep you in a sterile environment. What do you think? If you've gone into isolation in any time in your time of being here to get your life together, and you didn't do that before, that was putting you in a sterile environment where you can't be around germs that can reinfect you. How many of you stopped going to the places that were considered sinful, or the houses, or wherever it was, because you realized that you was going to get sick again if you go back over there? You was going to go back to not being able to make good decisions. You was going to go back to living in confusion of, do you want me, do you don't want me? How many? I know that your courage in the things that you can do has changed. I know this. Because when God starts to fill you up with his love, you feel worthy enough, not entitled, but he shows you that he loves you enough, and so you feel worthy of things. Not entitled, but worthy. You don't feel so bad if in it right now, this time alone at home has been so incredibly healing. Come on, Sarah. Because the devil will keep you on that rat wheel, so you can't think, so you can't figure out what's going on. You said just let go of a couple pogos. Girl, we not a couple. Wait a minute. And see, this is why I love our family. 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 Like, for real. Because, listen here. Hold on now, right? Well, you hear me? I'm proud of you. Interesting. Listen. But listen. One thing we gonna do over here is tell our business. We tell our business over here. But guess what it do? Somebody just learned today that they can give up theirs. Somebody had that question in their mind today. Should they stop being in this situationship? And they just got their goal from you today. If y'all notice, every time somebody is struggling with something here and they get to a certain point, then somebody say, oh, they might not say it online, I can do it. And then we got another story coming right behind, and then another story coming right behind, and then another story. So since we have been here, there are certain things we've seen a lot. And that miracle keeps happening in different people's lives, yes or no? Several. We got people that's not adulterers no more, people that's not lying, cheating, stealing, whatever. Whatever your sickness was, It's a real thing that when you tell your testimony, you set other people free. When you're not scared, then the devil cannot play them with you're the only person that has ever gone through this, or you're the only person going through it. Well, if you know somebody else is going through it and they talking about they don't want it no more, then you're able to say, good, okay, it's not just me. You hear me? So then you feel stronger if you know somebody else did it. I definitely will, Christy. Can you pray for my 15-year-old cousin who was hit by a drunk driver? He is in critical condition. Definitely can, Pumpkin. Y'all, Miss Springs said, can we pray for her 15-year-old cousin who was hit by a drunk driver? Jesus, and he's in critical condition. God is in the midst. That's what I've been saying that a lot. God is in the midst. That's what I need you to say. You hear me? Everybody in the situation, God is in the midst. Because if God is in the midst of any situation that it is, it's going to be a change. Or his will be done. You hear me? So I've been saying that a lot. I don't know where it came from, but I just been saying God is in the midst. God is in the midst. God is in the midst. He's in the midst of every situation. He's in the midst of every decision. He is in the midst. And you want him to be in the midst. In the midst of the surgery. You want him to be in the midst of the doctor's appointment. You want him to be there. He's in between you and the problem. He's in the midst, honey. He's right here. Come on in. God is in the midst. He is. He's in the midst of your marriage. He's in the midst of your parenting. He's in the midst of everything. He's in the midst of it. Thank you, Dad. And that's where we want him at. Right? Here is healing. But to take it to the church and express like wildfire without any help of healing. Here is healing, but take it to the church and it spreads like wildfire without any help or healing. Wow. Yeah. Don't you want him to be in the midst of your problems? The midst of your marriage, your parenting, your everything. He's a healer. He's a provider. He's a savior. He's everything. He can clean you. He can do whatever you need. So him being in the midst, something is going to be different. But also pray his will be done. Because no matter what it's going to look like, it's still going to work out for your good. I am a living witness. I don't be knowing how. I just be like, okay, I can't worry about it. You hear me? God is in the midst. He knows. We don't always know why. We don't. You hear me? And we don't always understand. You hear me? But if God is in the midst of it, it's whatever needs to happen is going to happen. But we have to pray that we be okay with God's will. Who's okay and able to say that? Have you ever been able to pray, God, I just want your will? It's harder than you think. You be like, this can't be your will for me. He said, you said my will. This is my will. Listen, I do. I do say in your will whenever I'm going to do something or plan. It should be every day your will. Every day you should be saying, Lord, your will be done in my life. Every day. Because if it's anything other than his will, it just probably won't work out. It's giving up control of your life and giving it to him. And baby, when you've been so used to being in the driver's seat, sometimes that be a little difficult to do. But once you get used to being chauffeured around, you don't want nothing else. You hear what I said? When you first giving up that wheel, you be like, ooh, I don't know, ooh. But baby, once you get ushered into the kingdom, and you don't never gotta drive, you just tell them where you want to go, honey. It's different. I'm just showing up. That's all I'm doing. I'm getting in the car and I'm getting out. That's it. That's all. Do you see the difference? You don't gotta look for no turns. You don't gotta worry about the road up ahead. You don't gotta worry about the traffic. You don't have to worry about none of that. All you gotta do is worry about getting in the car, looking cute, and getting out. That's it. Because your ride is already destined. And God is the driver. You think he just going to make y'all crash? That's what you think? No. He can see further up the road than you. He knows what events are coming up so that if y'all have to go a detour route, you hear me? When you drive yourself, you got to worry about the gas, how you going to pay for the car to get there, where you going to stay. You got to be trying to get with a travel agent that might flake out on you. Do you hear me? You hear me? But when God drives, it's all inclusive. You hear me? You hear what I said? When God drives, you don't got to worry about none of that. You could go to sleep, get your little pillow. I mean, you always want to know where, your surroundings. But if you're being chauffeured around, you don't have to worry about that. You hear me? And it's difficult to do. Knowing I'm going to mess it up every time I try something. Girl, don't say that because I'm 51 and didn't start driving until 34. Oh, so you already know what's going on. Sweet sauce. Girl, I know some other folks that don't drive. My grandma never drove. My mama's mama, she did not drive. She'd walk everywhere and have somebody come pick her up. And it wasn't that she didn't. She bought cars for other people to drive for her. She did not drive. Mm-hmm. It's her car, but everybody driving. Because she can't drive. Yep. Listen. So, your grandma doesn't drive either? Yeah. Yep. She went on. Now, my other grandma, they had to put a, what you call that thing on her truck? On her car? But they own a modulator. Is it called a modulator? On the pedal, so she couldn't go over like 60. Because she really couldn't see at first until she prayed over her eyes and God healed them. Is that what it's called? It's called a governor. It's not called a modulator. It's called a governor. Okay, well, the governor that they put on your what you call it, so you don't go over a certain speed limit or whatever. They had to put one of those on her thing. My grandmother just passed. Because she can't see and she flying down the road, honey. A governor. Okay. I know some people that call them modulators too. That was my grandma. Yeah. Mine either. But would be driving from the passenger side. Listen. But whatever you call it, they put one on her car. My uncle did it. He's, you don't need to be driving that fast, lady. Because I think she had a few accidents. She was almost 90 years old, though. And she had broke her back. So she had one of them things on. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That brace thing that keep her like sitting upright and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? She had to keep that on like all the time. And she still was driving and everything. She did not care. It wasn't just the back. Yeah, it was front and back. All of this. That's still called a back brace? Where it's like all up around her neck and stuff? And I guess she like filed too. So what is that supposed to brace them just in case she fall? She didn't have the thing on her neck, but just all up here. It went like, and it was on, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't go see her. I used to see her in pictures, but I wouldn't go see her. Because I can't see her like that. I couldn't see her like that. It hurt my heart. And that's the one that used to call me out. I'd be like, Grandma, I'm going to call you back. Okay, well, she had to wear that. It hurt my heart, though. Like, seeing her when she got older, I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when they was putting them in niggas' cars in the hood back in the day. Yeah, I remember when they started doing that. I had a few homeboys and homegirls that had to have breathalyzers in their cars. Yeah. Anyway. He used one now. Okay. Well, this is the thing, right? Sorry y'all had to hear me going off earlier. Could y'all tell I was a little irritated? My ears ringing. Could y'all tell I was a little irritated? Anybody? I was upset, actually. Because, you know, you just get tired of some stuff, and it's like, how long, Dad? You understand? Because a lot of people don't know how serious this really is for some people. Yeah. I mean, but I shouldn't have to be telling people to get certain things. I shouldn't have to never talk like that. But the fact that that's a reality, it makes me sad, but it's something that I have to do because God did give me a platform. You hear me? You hear me? Because y'all got babies. We got husbands and, well, I don't have no husband. Y'all have husbands. Y'all have wives. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's just going to be you could be at the grocery store. You could be anywhere. Riding in your car and not trying to make you paranoid. But this is something that you need to kind of put in the forefront of your mind that these things could be possible in less than 8 weeks. That's a very short amount of time when you just kind of been going through life like, oh, la, 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 la. You hear me? Or you might not have heard at all. Because I think today, the double B word, people been hearing it, but they wasn't hearing it. Today, some of y'all heard it. Awareness. We didn't all watch it, but a lot that just keep going over people's head. I said, well, why ain't they? I couldn't just go around and be saying it's about to be a, it's about to be a, it's about to be a. They'll be lock me up. Right or wrong. If anybody else says that, that is a threat. Especially on a social media platform. If any one of us said that those two B words anywhere else, we could probably be arrested. And he's been screaming it for months. Okay, I'll be right back. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. That's why I got blocked. They don't like that. Even the people. That's why they don't like that. It makes me sad, angry, and you know what? Disappointed. It makes me disappointed because I'm just me. I don't have near as many people on this earth that know who I am like this man does. But I understand that my words have power and they are influential. And this is why I be telling y'all about people that are reckless at the mouth and they don't understand how their words can cause problems in other people's lives. We talk about that. And I know I talk crazy, but most time it's in jest. Not no serious stuff like that. You hear me? It pains me that I even have to tell people to go out and get anything to protect themselves. Yeah. You hear me? We don't even talk like that over here. So to know that this is a reality, you hear me? To know that this could be a reality and our world could be very different in a couple weeks. All because one person thinks that life being taken is a joke. It's the slogan. I hate to say it, but we've seen enough black moms, black dads, black sisters and brothers crying on TV, talking about they don't get to see their loved ones no more. Because someone else felt like it was okay to ruin a person's family. To take away somebody's mama, daughter, sister, cousin, brother, dad, uncle. It's not okay. And nobody should have to live in fear. if somebody said that they was going to go out and hurt all the animals, allegedly, they could be locked up for just saying that. But you are saying that you want to take somebody's son, somebody's mama, somebody's grandma, somebody's grandpa, somebody's uncle, auntie, niece, nephew, grandkid. You don't, that's not okay. And whether the person is spewing it just for whatever, there are people that are taking this literally. Good night, mama. Do you understand? I have to choose my words carefully over here because I know that they can affect y'all mood. Do you understand that? So I have to be careful, even though y'all might be able to see it on my face, or maybe I'm not my normal self. Okay, I know y'all gonna think this is crazy, but it's already happened. We've been doing this 3 years. So there have been times when I came in here and I said I'm heavy, and then I've gone and seen posts. Or if I say I'm antsy, it transfers to y'all. We ain't even talk about buying nothing because I got it or nothing. Energy. So understand, when I be over here, I'm going through a whole bunch of stuff as I'm talking in real life. You can't say that, CERCA. Don't say that. Nope, because that could cause this. Like, literally. Even though this is not scripted, I still have to, man. Like I said, a lot of people want to be influencers or whatever. They want to be whatever. But they don't understand how important that space is. If you have a platform and people listen to you, you have a responsibility to tell them good things. You have a responsibility to help them. Like, it's I did not want to be an influencer. It fell in my lap. But God had already prepared me for it. You hear me? And that's why there was a lot of things that I didn't take advantage of when I could have, because this is not about that. Honestly, God forbid, hypothetically speaking, if what we were talking about on our other live started to happen in 7 weeks, what type of mental state would that put you in? I know I speak for everyone when I say we thank you for answering the call. Y'all answered the call too. I didn't answer by myself. There would be no me without y'all. I mean, as far as this goes, we all answered. He called y'all and me. We called us at the same time. Don't be trying to put it on. I like how y'all be trying to spin that all on me. He called all of us. Sarah. Don't be trying to put it out. He called all of us and did. Good night, love you too. You would be worried. You would be on high alert. Survival mode. How you gonna feel about sending your kids out of the house? I know it was meant in love, but don't be trying to put it out on me, girl. He called all of us. Hell. Don't be trying to put it on me. You said you grateful he called you, me too. And is. Mm-hmm. You said don't cry like you said God is in the midst. I'm not crying. My eyes hurt. I'm not crying. It's the wrong time to be crying. Mm-mm. If you know, you know. Right? So, if y'all see this little baby I got, well, come on in there. We're just going to tuck you right there. So, let me ask you a question. Had you have still been in the same mindset that you were 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago, before you found this peace, right? How would you be? Even though it's unsettling, you're a lot calmer, so you can think strategically. If you had not found a way to calm your life down and not ask God for peace, and all of this stuff was being thrown at you right now, how do you think you would handle it? Like if you aren't prepared to stay in your home. I gotta go get my massager, y'all. Hold on. Right. If you had to get ready to go out and all this chaos that could potentially happen, and you had to go out, how would you feel? You said not good, deja vu of the 20s. Right. Right. You would be all over the place and frantic, nervous and anxious. Okay. You get what I'm saying? We don't know what's getting ready to happen. And it could be some of the scariest stuff we ever seen in our life. But God allowed us to get a real relationship. Not everything, every dream, nightmare, every scripture learned, every thoughtful purchase made, every journal entry was preparation for this. Come on, Sarah. Now she ran it all the way down. She said everything was getting us ready for these days. Come on, sis. Come on. You hear that? All the ugly classes, all of the crazy classes where you got mad and cried, all of it. It's a real thing. Y'all remember me saying this is a spiritual boot camp? This ain't church. It's a spiritual boot camp. Y'all remember? Everybody said what you said, Sarah. That whole part, Sarah. Okay. Y'all remember? Because the stuff we got to talk about, we going to know what to do. That part. I feel like most of us are in a better situation than we were 2 years ago. And what I mean by that is we are prepared for a lot more things than we were 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago, if there was an emergency that lasted for a long time. You said the stuff we talk about is not for the weak. It ain't. I don't do weaklings. They do not last long. You either get strong or get gone. You either get strong or get gone. Because ain't nobody about to be... Okay, did y'all go watch Deep Impact? Not Deep Impact. I'm sorry. Y'all, I didn't tell y'all to watch it. But you all have watched World of Worlds. Y'all see how that man's mind was cracking? Did y'all see it? He started cracking up. He was losing it. No. Okay, well, don't put that next time. Just say a weed whacker or something. We just got banned off the other one, girl. You can't put that. Not that symbol. You got to find something else, a nicer word. So you just don't want to be on TikTok at all? We just got back on. Listen, you can't put that up there. But we know. Thank you for telling us. They look for all of them symbols. Mm-hmm. They do. Yep. They is on me. I keep trying to tell you AI is here. In real life. I don't think we've been unblocked and blocked that quickly, ever. Ever. You hear me? That's never happened. Not in the same day, in the same hour. But we talked about it. Again, because we be talking about stuff before it happened. When I be telling y'all them numbers ain't right, them numbers ain't right. You hear me? They can manipulate them numbers all they want to. But I'm telling you, it be more people than what they be saying in here. Because it'll show 100 this whole time and I'll get out and it'll say it was 4,000 people in the class. How? And it's going to stay at this 107, 99, 89. But then I'll get out the class and it was 4,000 people in the class. How? And it stayed at 100 the whole time. Make it make sense. You said because of you, I understand now why people have backup pages. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Let me see if I can see on the other one. excuse me. Y'all see, we was on there for an hour and 5 minutes, and it said 100 people like the whole time. It was like 150, 140, right? That number stayed at 150 or 140 the whole time, right? Right? That number when we was just in our old page, it said 150, about 150, 130, right? It says it was 1,037 viewers. Good night, Auntie. The last live we did on 9/12, it was 2,500 people in the class, and then I'm sure it's at 100 the whole time. And here go the numbers, so y'all can see I'm not lying. So y'all see these? I told y'all I'd be lying. This was from earlier. Look. It stayed at 100 the whole time. Them other numbers didn't move. It was like 1 and 8. It only go back 6 months. So let's see. I really need to start saving these, but I don't. Like this one said it was 2,800 views, but it'll say 100 or 80 the whole time we in here. And y'all know we used to have way more than that. Right. Kicking people out. But I'm saying, normally if people come in and out, these numbers don't move. It'd be 104 to 150. That's it. And then I get out of live and say we have 4,500 people in the class. Those numbers would go up and down as people come in and out of the class. They never move. Very rarely. They might go up 20 or 30. But then I get off. Like it's been 104 this whole time. I get off of here and they'll say 2,000 people was in the class. But these numbers don't move at all. You see what I'm saying? And this has been going on for over, what, a year and a half now. You said, I believe you. I'll get on here for an hour and gotta go. See? I noticed the past views never get past 200 and don't. But we'll still have 4,000 people in the class. How? How? Make that make sense? Because the numbers should go up. They never do. They stay the same. They don't get past like 160, like you said. Exactly. Not ever. But that's how many views we'll have in there. Make it make sense. It don't. I get it. I get that. Okay, listen. Even if I'm not on for 4, we was just on for 1 hour. 1 hour. It said there was 1,000 people in the class. The number, y'all was just in there. The number didn't move. Did that number move? It went to like 150, and that was it. It stayed at like 110 the whole hour we was in that class. From 110 to 160, it never went that more than that. We was only in there for an hour and 5 minutes. So how was it 1,000 people viewed or whatever? Hell, just the class we just got out of. If a person leaves, the number goes down. These numbers will stay the same the whole time. And then I get out of class thinking it was only 200 people in here, and it wasn't. This started happening in 22. And folks getting kicked out of the lives and coming back in and getting out. Yeah. You said back in the beginning the numbers wouldn't go up. Remember? They would go up. But remember, they started playing with my numbers even then. That's when they started kicking y'all out the lives. Right. That's what I'm telling you. But I get off of here and it say 35, 45, 5,500 people and nothing. I'll be right back, y'all. So how did the number stay at 100 the whole night and it was 4,000 people? It just sucks because everybody always wants to hide me away, you know? What's so wrong with me? What's so wrong with me that they want to hide me away? I'm used to it. I told y'all that's how I got over here. I got blocked on that other social media. I had never been blocked before. I had never been blocked before and got blocked. I said, well, that's interesting. Yeah. That's because most people get on here and say what they think people want to hear, and we say what it really is. Y'all know that, right? Because people get on here and say some vile things. They do vile things on here, and we get blocked. Really? People have had intimate moments on here and didn't get blocked. Where children can see. Still didn't get blocked. Talk about what's really going on. Oh no, we can't have you do that. We need people to stay living in delusion. Yeah. You said truth and love live here. It does. It really do. And it sucks that people don't want to know the truth. They don't, and a lot of people don't want to confront themselves. Just like y'all said, they want to live in a lie. But you gonna look right in the mirror when you come over here. And I think that if just coming into the live, you might think I'm a little whatever, depending on the day you get here. But if you stay a while, you will see that's not the case. We talk about the ugly in every community. Do we or do we not? Some days we on the Spanish folks. Some days we on the white folks. Some days we on the black folks. Some days we just on stupid people. Yeah, you said they already said on the news they cannot have people on social media just saying stuff. That's why I'm so drawn to always come back here. I literally crave this class. Listen, baby. Listen. That make me happy. And I tell you this. You said everybody catch the beat downs over here and do. Ain't nobody no better than nobody. We gonna talk about mom and them down there in the old trailer park place. And Jed and them that live right next to him, they're a nice black family, but they live over there. Nobody really bothers them. The old guy, he sits out there, drinks his beer on Tuesday. And Dad will go over there and talk to him. We don't fool with them that much, but we'll go down there and have, their barbecuing and stuff. We'll go down there with them. They're nice people. We just don't. We talk about everybody. Everybody. Don't nobody get skipped over because we do not want you feeling like you left out. Nobody. We gonna hit the trailer park, the hood, and the high rises, babe. We're going everywhere. We just gonna go all around the town. We going all around the town. You hear me? But some people are okay with you only talking about one dynamic of people, and that's not a reality. How many of y'all live in a community where you only see what looks like you? Nobody else is there. Not when you go to the store, not when you go to the gas station, not when you go to the library, not when you go to the courthouse. Who lives in a society where every single person is the same color as them? Nobody. Unless you live in a sundown town. That's about the only place. So it's not even a reality to think like that. Is it? So you have to know. And you can't only always want to laugh at other people. You got to be able to laugh at your folks too. And some people are only okay laughing at other people. They don't want nobody laughing they way. They don't want nobody pointing the fingers they way. But we gonna point them all the ways. We doing spin the person. You get talked about. You get talked about. You get talked about. Everybody gets talked about. That's how we do it over here. You trying to get me banned, Sarah? I can't even say it. I want to so bad, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. We got one more, but I don't know it. I don't know the login. You know what? I'm gonna give me a new email and I'm gonna make up a T page. Okay? You hear what I said? I'll tell y'all what it is once I get it. Oh, I'm tired of logins. Another freaking login. You said every time you say I ain't gonna do it, I hear it in my do it for the vibe. I almost said it. I almost said it. Don't worry about it. What's funny is we've been around each other too long. We've been around each other too long because y'all know what I'm about to say. Get your stuff. Y'all know when I'm about to go off on somebody. And now when I say, did we? Now I don't even have to say it because y'all start singing it first. Even if you don't sing it out loud, you sing it in your mind. Y'all be singing it in y'all mind. When y'all see people calling y'all and tell, you said talk about it. Listen, y'all be seeing it? When people are sending y'all stuff that we already talked about, y'all just start singing it in your mind. I already know. Because you're like, dang, we talked about this. Good morning. We talked about that. We talked about this. We talked cue the music. Is it a little weird to y'all that so many things that we talked about that people probably thought we was just on here running our mouth about random conversation all over the place? One day we studying this, one day we studying that. Sometimes you said on repeat that part. How much of it has been for nothing? Everything that we talk about, no matter how small, has meant something later. People thought we were just on here having random conversation all over the place, and every single thing that we talked about has been relevant. I don't care how crazy it is. It don't matter how outlandish it seems that we're talking about. Somebody come in here and say, nope, I'm living this right now, or I just went through a situation, or thank you because I'm literally blah 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 blah. People like, why is she over there talking about it? Because somebody needed to hear it. All the lives, even when you weren't teaching, was for something. Come on, Kish. Because people think it just got to be scripture to learn. It don't. You said, yep, now them giants caught in the background on the mountains. Tell them, Timothy. Tell them, Timothy Robinson. Excuse me. You said the who is doing what? You remember? Now the giants is all over the mountains everywhere. Colorado. Where did we see today the one Queen posted? Where was they at? Venezuela or something? Did you see the new one? Brazil. Now, I don't know when that video came out. I'm going to have to look and see. But we just talked about Brazil in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Matter of fact, before we saw that giant video, we talked about the dragons and the dinosaurs. What, last night? That was in the Congo and stuff. Or was that today? One of the last times we talked about what's over in Brazil. I remember because I was talking about the Amazon and all of that. That was today. But in the last couple of weeks, we talked about it too. Okay, so we talked about Brazil earlier today but I'm saying when we were studying on the mountains, in the last couple of weeks, we talked about Brazil as well. We might have talked about it today with that, but we talked about that as well before today. We talked about Brazil. We was talking about some other countries where they haven't discovered everything yet. And we might have talked about it again today, but we talked about that in the last month as well. And then the giant shows up in Brazil. I remember a few weeks ago it being a discussion where they don't let people live. Alyssa, you were in class paying attention. Sure was. It sure was. Yep. We was talking about why they don't let people live in certain areas. And look where they just showed up at. Look where the giants showed up at in Brazil. The very place we was talking about. You said the Patagonia land and the giants. And look. Now one just showed up over there. Big as hell. See? You said seeing it play in real time is wow. I straight be singing, did we talk about it? That is hilarious. And the Congo. You said made a list. We did. Oh, okay. And now Queen did send us the video where right in the place we was talking about, they didn't found another one and he big. He was not little. Because remember we talked about the people coming up missing in the mountains. We was talking about people coming up missing when they be finding people, the animals without their innards and all of that stuff. Remember? You said he's wearing a t-shirt and shorts. I mean, they've been living around humans a long time. They know how to make clothes. They're not gonna be looking like Neanderthals. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing new under the sun. So evidently they had t-shirts back in the day too. Right. Right. But think about this. Who remembers me talking about the super soldiers? Okay. I talked about the super soldiers when we first started this. We talked about the giants of Kandahar. We talked about Russia and China, all of the countries making super soldiers. Remember? Remember we talked about this? Are the super soldiers showing up? You don't think if the government was making super soldiers, they could make clothes to fit them? And make us think they don't know how they got here? God said at the end times the giants was going to come back to help fight the war, didn't he? They coming back to help with the destruction of the earth, right? So whether they're the old ones that have always been here or the ones they made, is God's word coming true with that? Why do y'all think they wanted Nimrod's blood? His DNA. What you gonna do with a Nephilim's DNA? Why you think they always digging up the old bones in ancient Mesopotamia, in Iraq, and all these places? That's where, not the giants didn't live with it, but they're heavily concentrated in that area and in Africa. And who takes all the bones? The government. No? If they'll take the DNA from dinosaurs and try to recreate them, they literally showed us in a movie. You said, yep. While we went there, spent most of my time in Iraq. You own it. Oh, you was in the armed services, Timo? Huh? Yes, ma'am. And retired. Thank you. Oh. Oh. I like it when God come in and just confirm everything we be talking about. Thank you, sir. Y'all heard that? And y'all see what happened earlier today? We had another person in here that told us they under an NDA until 2036 for what they saw when they was over there. I did not know they made y'all sign NDAs. That's new to me. I knew y'all couldn't talk about certain stuff, but I didn't know they made y'all sign an NDA. Is that everybody in the armed services? Or just certain people? Certain people. Interesting. Depends mostly on people with clearances. Interesting. Right. Huh. And the cool thing is we're going to have proof of it. Pretty cool. Yep. I'll have to ask my stepdad. He was in the Air Force. Yep. Special Ops and Combat Application Groups. Got it. Interesting. Well, guess we all learned a lot today, didn't we? Did we? Remember I told y'all there was a young man that I knew in the early 2000s that went over there. When, what was it, 2001, 2, 3? What was it, Operation what? Remember? After the Twin Tower stuff, they sent folks over there. He was like 18, 17, 18, whatever, when he went. And he came back all the way messed up, and he told us about the spirits and stuff he used to see over there and everything. Shapeshifters. This was in Iraq. And Saudi. Early 2000s. Iraqi freedom, is that what it was? Okay. But whichever one it was, by 2004, he was crazy as a Betsy bug. And this is one of the smartest people I knew. He didn't even sleep 5 hours a week. He wouldn't sit with his like, he had to be able to see the door. And his back had to be against the wall at all times. Yeah. You seen the Marine caught? He found a cockatrice in Iraq? No, I didn't. No. It's on YouTube. Definitely gonna go look that up. Oh, I believe you. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you what this young man, when he came back in 2003 and he was telling us, I'm like, man, but I believed him. I believed him. He told us one night they was out on a what you call that? A caravan. And he said, first of all, you had to be careful about the mines. He said, because they had little mines all in the desert, right? He said, but one night they was out there, I guess they was going back, a convoy, yep. They was going back to the thing, and he said they saw this big old thing walking. He said, but it was taller than any man. He was like, it was a big black shadow, and there was this big black crab-like thing, and everybody saw it. But they all basically said they was going to tell each other that they didn't see what they saw. But it stood right there in front of them, in front of all of them. I don't know how many tanks it was, but he was like, they was all tripping. He said he seen things nobody would even believe, and I think that's why he crazy now. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but he's not the same. He went there a fun kid and came back like a different person. I said he don't sleep. He wasn't sleeping more than 5 hours in a week. 7 max in a week. Don't you start to go in psychosis after a while? Do you hear me? You start to go in psychosis. I think he tried to unalive a few family members, like one of his ex-wives or something. He was only like 23, 24 when he came back. He might have been 21. Yeah. That baby was messed up. Oh my God, you just reminded me. My best friend's dad was overseas in high school, and he had to remove mines, had to have been on the same mission. It was about 2003, 2004. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And he was a medic. So he said, like, the first time he went out there, he saw his friend blown in half. But he was still alive, but he only had to have, like, his legs and everything was gone. And he was still talking and everything. And he was like, man, am I hit? And he just kept telling him, you gonna make it, you gonna make it. He said, but he did not have the bottom half of his body. Like, everything was out. And he was still alive. So imagine being 17 or 18 and seeing that. And you got to work on this person. But you know their whole bottom half is gone. I mean, I think the dude ended up going anyway. Right? But for the first minutes when they got to him, he wasn't. But I guess because of shock, he didn't know he was missing the bottom half of his body. My best friend went to Afghanistan. He was 18, never heard anything about him. Wow. Could you imagine? I think the thing that really messed him up is he said that one time it was a little kid. I told y'all that story. Walking up to him or something like that. And if the kids don't stop, they have to do certain things because they can have the things on them. It is. And he said that I guess they had to, like, you know, because the kids will be strapped with stuff. Or they'll have, you know, under their thing, they'll have something that can hurt them too. Yeah. And I'm talking about like 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds. Yep, I used to have nights that most of my classmates were sent there. Wow. My girl cousin went overseas. She takes stuff to help her sleep. Yeah. Yeah. They might, not everybody, but the people that was in actual combat and stuff, a lot of times their minds don't be the same no more. As to why, you know what, Sarah, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. Moving on. But think about this though. Now do y'all see why I say I have to prepare my mind to see that? I've seen it in my dreams and it shook me out my sleep. You said you still have night terrors? You hear me? So if what old boy say is true, then the feeling that I was getting at the beginning of the year when I kept saying, I feel like I just need to, I'm just trying to, remember, it was really this year when I started saying that a lot. Girl, I was going to try, but my auntie told me they was about to be yelling in my face. I said, yep, nope, not going to be able to do that. Y'all remember, it's been this year that I really been on that. Y'all just been trying to sit in the quiet. You said around March. I've been saying I just need to be in the quiet. I need to get around and just like trying to prepare my mind to see it. Didn't even know old boy was going to be on this at the end of the year. Interesting. What y'all think? Kept telling y'all over and over, I'm just trying to prepare my mind. I'm just trying to prepare my mind. I'm just trying to prepare my mind. I'm just trying to prepare my mind, right? To see stacked up people on top of each other that's unalive. Do y'all realize if this man get his way, that could be a real possibility? Whether it be both sides or not, it still could be a possibility. No or yes? If he got his way by him using them two words, yeah. It was a true story too. I think I seen that too. You hear me though? Deliver Us from Evil was a movie based out of that place. A true story. Thank you. Deliver Us from Evil, Mr. Robinson said. You said I started preparing some back. Yep. Yes. And just think, it was videos that came out in like 2001, 2002 about them being. Actually, it was earlier than that, but so it's folks that's been knowing. You hear me? It's a real thing. Yep. And that's why people. That's the video that people said I shouldn't be showing my kids. When my son told you I showed him the Lucifer's Rising. Right. But I'm saying when I saw him, it was 2000. Lucifer's Rising is when I first saw that. And people was telling me I should not show my kids that. And it was in there. All the way up to part 10. I made them all watch it. And did. And now you can't even hardly find that online. That used to be all over YouTube. Y'all remember you could watch all the parts. And now you can't even really find it. That exact one, Lucifer's Rising part 1 through 10, it's hard to find it on because it break down everything. I think somebody said go on Go or whatever it's called, and you might be able to get it. Have y'all seen that Lucifer's Rising? That documentary? It was by Zeitgeist. The Arrivals of John? I've never heard of that one. No, this is it's an actual documentary. Yeah, it's Zeitgeist is the one who did the original. It was 10 parts, and it was called Lucifer's Rising. Back in like I don't know when they did it, but I watched it in like 2009. Really? Let me see. Now y'all got me about to go look for it. It was on YouTube for years. That was one of my teaching tools too. To everybody that used to call me crazy, I used to be like, "That's because you don't know." Oh, Lucifer's Rising. Did y'all already start looking it up? Well, mm. Ooh, y'all, they took it off. Uh-uh. Wow. Mm, that's crazy. It was good too. Wow. No, it wasn't 1972. That's crazy. They got all this music up here. They don't even show the video. Let me see something. Mm-mm. It sure ain't. So y'all probably gonna have to go to DuckDuckGo or whatever it's called. Wow. They don't got none of the parts. Part one, part two, part three, part four, none of them. Wow. How you just erase that off the internet completely? I had to switch YouTube, but now let me leave a comment. Zeitgeist. Rumble might have it. I don't know. It was a 10-part documentary, y'all, called Lucifer Rising. And I watched it in 2009. So I don't know when it came out. But I watched it all the way up until like 2015 or something. And they didn't took it off the internet. That used to be the first thing that came up. Wow. You said they erased it because it is vile, too vile. It wasn't vile. It was telling everything. It wasn't vile. No, because that's where the pastor was on there talking about he didn't want to create the microchip. That's how I found out about it, that it was a pastor that did that. That's what, remember when I told you I was like, it's a pastor from like the 70s that created that microchip, and they wouldn't let him read the Bible the whole time he was oh, okay. The whole time he was making it. And then after he's still preaching, I think, if he's still alive. They told that man when he was making it, he could not read the Bible, Revelation specifically. And he said he wasn't a Christian before, and he ended up becoming a pastor afterwards, after he made the RFID chip that's in everything we got right now. He said when they had him designing it or whatever, they told him he couldn't read Revelations for entertainment purposes. Right, you said it. And this is when I found out that the two warmest spots on your body is right here and right here, right under your hairline, right there on your forehead, and they said right here. He's that's how I found out the zeitgeist thing. That's when I found out about Bohemian Grove. That's how I found out. I found out a lot of stuff. You remember I talked about it? Yep, that was the one, Lucifer's Rising, and they didn't took it off, which is crazy. Because it's telling everything. That's how I learned about the 5-point star, about the disasters in the country. Y'all know about the 5-point star and where it ends? It ends in Kansas. Y'all know about that? It's a whole 5-point star over this. You remember me telling y'all, and now y'all can't even go watch it for yourself. There are certain things that have to happen in certain places. Like, have y'all ever looked at the top of the government buildings that's in D.C. and stuff? Have y'all ever looked at them from Google and look at what the streets look like? Have y'all ever looked at a map of D.C.? From an aerial view? Crazy. You should go look at it if you haven't. Do a Google search right now. Go look at it real quick. It's about to blow your mind. Look at all the buildings, the Pentagon, all of that. Look at them and look at how the streets go. Real interesting. Y'all see it? Did y'all go see it? The streets and how they run and everything. It's very interesting. Uh-huh. Y'all see the circle around it? What highway circles that area? Okay. You know what else that does? Most cities have that. Y'all know that, right? If you go and look at your town square, the highway normally circles around that Times Square. Like there's a way where you can get off on the highway and go downtown. But if you pay attention to most cities, out from that, wherever the town square is, there's always going to be streets going this way, this way, this way, right? A lot of times they got that circle thing. So you got, I know in India is like that. And a lot of other states I've been to is like that. If you look at it from an aerial view, wherever that statue is of whoever they is of downtown, and look at how the roads lead out of it, and then the highway is always the circle around that. Yes, we have it on the south side in my town. It's called the 5 Point South. Okay. That part. That part in real life. Monument Circle in 465. You already know, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Long Beach has it. Okay. Right in our face. Right in our face. Interesting, right? Can I ask you a question? In all the boroughs of North in NYC, okay. Where are all the decisions for the state made most times? Where are all the main banks and main headquarters and stuff? Where's the courthouse? Is it normally in that circle? All of the powerhouses are normally situated in that 5 point thing or in that circle. Most of the government buildings are on that 5 point star. Wonder why. Have you ever looked at the churches and the buildings that are downtown? Just start whenever you take a ride downtown next time. Look at all the old buildings and see what you see sitting on top of them. Look at the designs. Now that y'all know take a trip downtown this weekend if it's safe. Energy Nexus, yep. And you know what else they have on a lot of the buildings downtown? Those rods. You said the map of Sarasota looks sus too. They have gargoyles. But a lot of those buildings, new or old, they have those electrical rods on top of them. Wonder why. Yeah, they're not antennas. They're antennas, but not for what we think. Spirits are what? Energy. So you put all of the main buildings that govern that state in a pentagon, a pentagram with a circle around it, and you are drawing power to a certain area. You know what happens a lot in downtown where it shouldn't happen? Rugs. And it's a lot of workers down there. How is this the most important area and the worst things always go on in downtown? Not uptown, downtown. No? What's one of the ways that the gentleman that's in jail right now, who was he picking up? Workers, right? He picked up workers, right? We ain't gonna say the other name. He picked up workers, right? Where do most of those workers work? Whether they work from a hotel, on the street, or a penthouse somewhere over there, in that area, there's a lot of rug dealers around there. You can get any kind of rugs you want in downtown. What do they normally say about downtown? The energy is real what? Oh, I love going downtown. The energy is so high down there. No, high. High. They always talk about how going downtown, the energy. We just love downtown. It's a real vibe. It's a real... All the cute, trendy bars are downtown. Lots of people. All of the sports stadiums is where? Most times. A lot of the stadiums and in a concert and all of that is in that circle and that 5-point star. They going out like even downtown Indy. If you go out this way, you're going to get to the Coliseum. The Coliseum, the Pacers place, all of it is right there together. They all right there in that circle. I went to Georgia with Auntie P, and I pay attention to downtown. A lot of the main buildings in downtown Atlanta, same thing. LSU, oh, okay. Wonder why? A lot of it does. A lot of it. Yep. A lot. Indy Circle City, yep. Yep. But I worked in downtown Phoenix. I worked in downtown Indy. I done pretty much I ain't worked downtown here, but I did work in an area that was close to yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. And I peeped a lot of stuff. I said, well, this is interesting. Like, if you just go and look at, like, different maps, if you look at different symbols and then go look at different maps, you will see a lot of stuff. And it ain't just pentagrams and 5-point stars. You will see some other stuff, too. We drive through downtown and we just be trying to get through downtown. But if you start looking at the buildings and looking at the symbols that's on the buildings, looking at the symbols that's on the mirrors, looking at the symbols that's on all you, it'll blow your mind. For real. It will blow your mind. Because we just drive through aimlessly. We just getting to where we going. We don't pay attention to what's around us most times. The doors and colors of the houses, yep. The iron gates, all of it. Just if y'all ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, just go around. If you got somebody to drive or you got to drive and you got a spouse that can take pictures, go look, or walk around. I mean, if it's safe. If it's not safe, don't do it. But if y'all ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, go walk around downtown and just go looking. If it's safe. If it ain't safe, don't do it. But if it's safe, like in the daytime, if you got some time tomorrow, our state C building gives me the creeps. My kids think I'm crazy. I don't like none of them buildings. Because when I walk in, I'll be looking at all of the artistry in there. And a lot of people don't know what those symbols mean. And they're just like, oh, that's beautiful. I love the way they carved that. Yep. And if you knew what you was looking at, you would not be that comfortable being in here. Just take a drive. If you got the gas, you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, go downtown and just look around. Look at all the old churches. Look at all, if you can go in certain buildings, just look. I did that and I wanted to ask my mayor questions. They denied me. Oh, I believe it. Take pictures too. Probably blew your mind at all the things that are around right in our face, and we just, because we don't know what we're looking at, But I'm about to go, y'all. We've been on here 3 hours, almost 4. And we did a 4-hour class earlier. So I'll probably be on here later tomorrow. I don't know what time, because I got stuff to do early, even though I don't feel like it. So I can remember when you were talking about a potential hurricane in Florida, and we wouldn't have but maybe 2 days to prepare. If you look up the Hurricane Center, it's not even on the map, but it's listed as number 3, upgraded to 60% chance of formation in the next 7 days. But if you don't read, you wouldn't see it because there's no No, wait, hold on. I gotta screenshot this, girl. Quit playing with me. You said, yes, I know what that commenter is talking about with the her. They aren't talking about it, but it's number 3. Yes, Google Hurricane Center, and then click on one of the X's. Got it. Google Hurricane Center. Hold on. That's crazy. And they're not telling nobody. In my weather apps this week, nonchalantly says cloudy, sunny, but then throws in a statement of potential hurricane to develop next week in the Gulf. Interesting. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. It says cruise down a lazy river or glide across the open pool with a double quick pump and a pair of oars. It's perfect for 1 or 2 passengers to enjoy on calm waters. 2 air chambers, a grab rope, wielded on oar locks. If your house flood, how y'all getting out? If it's only water and you can't use your car, do you have a way to get you and your family out? Like if it just happened overnight? You said you got your life jacket. Something I need to get. That I don't have a life jacket. Good job. Thank you. Definitely need to get one of those. Five Below has them for $20. Thanks. Good job. I started my first job as a dental assistant, saving up big time. Make sure you get in your stuff. You need a pontoon boat? Well, get what you got. Everybody can't afford one. You got to get what you can get. If it's going to float on top of that water and I got to paddle to get you out, then come back and paddle to get somebody else out. That's what we about to do. But you need to have something. I don't live near a big body of water, but it ain't saying a flood can't happen where I'm at. Anything can happen. I just need to stay on top of the water. So, it's only me. It's only me. Yeah. Thank you for telling us. I'm about to go and lay down in my bed because I'm sleepy. But I just want to tell y'all that'd be so crazy. You hear me? That's real crazy. Sarah, did you go and watch Deep Impact? Did you go and watch Deep Impact? Please do if you can. It's been flooding a lot where y'all at. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it's a lot of stuff that's about to be happening and people just still going on like they don't need to be prepping. But I mean, what can we do about it? Ain't nobody yelling and screaming no more. I love y'all. God's will. I'll see y'all in the morning. See, that's how we, they playing on our other whatever. We'll know later if they gonna still be playing or what. It don't matter. We got this one. Yeah. I love y'all. Make sure y'all say y'all prayers for the people you like and the people you don't. Pray for the people you don't like first, then the other people, okay? You hear me? Huh? Okay. The ones, if you could spit in their face and get away with it, you would do it. Pray for them first. Pray for them first. Mm-hmm. Them. Pray for them first. Thank you. Love y'all.